Hola personas, how are y'all doing? Welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. It's your girl Tasty. Hey! So we're going to be doing the monthly outlook spread this week, and this is going to be for my Leos. Y'all came in 5th place this week. Congratulations, this the top half, you feel me? But if you would like to get your video out earlier in the week, most definitely keep your views up so you can share with people who have Leo in their chart, share with who you feel like it would resonate with, or watch it multiple times. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I pray you're able to find something here that will help you alongside your life journey. Subscribe if you would like, and for those of y'all who want to be notified of when I post videos, hit the little bell notification right next to the subscription box. I'm going to do my best to post videos every week. If you follow me on social media, you'll see that I share when I post my videos. So I think that my social media is in the description box. If it's not, it's somewhere on this YouTube channel. I know that for sure. My Instagram is. But I'll tell you all the time, you guys, don't force it to your story. The message that comes out is intended for whoever it's supposed to be for those with Leo in their chart. So if this is not your story right now, that's okay. Check out other signs in your chart. For this, I'm going to be doing where you're at currently, possible obstacles you're going to be facing this month, possible opportunities you'll have this month, and then your priority, the thing that you should prioritize / your overall advice. So if that's not where you're at currently, then it's currently not your story. Excuse the noise in the background. But it's currently not your story. My readings are very much so timeless. So when that is something that you're going through currently, then the story may resonate with you then. But if you would like something more personal with your energy, you can most definitely hit me up for a personal reading. I'm finally taking them again. You can most definitely email me, and my email is in the description box below. I appreciate those who continue to support me. I really appreciate you guys for being here with me and growing with me. This is going to be such a beautiful journey. I'm really excited for it. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with some positive affirmation cards. We're going to end with oracle cards. With that being said, I feel like that's pretty much everything. So thank you so very much, Holy Spirit, Mother Goddess, Father God, Archangels, Spirit God, Universe, and Ancestors, for allowing me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. Thank you for allowing me to release ego with all of my readings. And I protect this. So what positive affirmation would you like to start my Leos off with? Show me clearly, please. Got things wanting to come out, but they ain't coming out quite yet. All right, show me clearly, please, Spirit. Okay, there we go. So it says, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. So it says, my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. So instantly, right when I said loving others is easy when I love and accept myself, that when I love and accept myself, you guys, I'm getting heavily grounded beliefs. You feel like just things where you're just like, you have to forgive yourself. It's what I'm heavily getting. Just like, if you've done something and you feel like you can truly be forgiven, if you feel like yourself can truly change, then extend that energy to others. Loving yourself, accepting yourself for all of your flaws, so that you can extend that energy to others. So this is your rooted beliefs, and then how you feel about the things you're passionate about, the things that literally get you passionate, whether that's anger or just things that you feel like are actually really, really important to you, like respect or something. So are just going after the things that you truly, truly love. So this is just like you really, really loving yourself, all of you, the bad, the good, the sad, the ugly, the happy, the everything, loving all of you so that you can love others as well. So if you feel disconnected from people, it's probably because you're not connected with yourself. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. So let's go ahead and start reading your oracle cards. Being too hard on yourself, and then consequently being hard on others as well. So let's see, Spirit. So what can you tell me? Can you show me clearly, please, where my Leos are at currently? Loving yourself even through your mistakes, you guys. Where are my Leos at currently? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Oh, okay, it came out anyway. So Ten of Pentacles just talks about your goals. It talks about your legacy. I do feel like you're changing your mindset when it comes to the type of family you want, the type of family dynamic you want. even, you know, your goals. So this is like Beyonce and Jay-Z money. It's things in this physical world. So your assets, you know, things that you're building, the way that you're building, the legacy that you'll be leaving behind, et cetera, et cetera. Because we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Page of Swords with the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like some of you have a lot of drive. You do have a lot of drive. You're acting kind of impulsive. Which is good, honestly. I do feel this is actually good energy. Is actually what I'm getting, because this Queen of Wands is just like you're kind of taking control of, okay, I can't actually create the life that I want. So this is just you like tapping into your own creative ability to allow for your imperfections to empower you. You're starting to really believe in yourself. So you're doing your best to not act so impulsive. So with this Page of Swords being here, this is you like working to light the light bulb within yourself, actually believing the ideas that you want to put out there, changing your mindset or your idea on how things are supposed to work for you, the time frame, etc., etc. I do feel like it's you being more lenient and being more free towards yourself. A Knight of Swords is someone who just goes after the things that they want. So I do feel like you're taking a lot of actions. You have a lot of focus right now. Some of y'all may be actually traveling somewhere, just going after the things that you love. Yeah, we got this Empress card. That's literally a creator. That's the highest ranking card in the deck. So this is like you wanting to birth things, whether that's birthing a new idea, birthing a new version of yourself, or birthing a new business, birthing actual birth, you know, giving birth. I do feel like this is you wanting to focus on being more consistent towards the things that you genuinely want to create in this world. So you're working really hard to look at your choices, your actions, the things that you're doing, your thought patterns, and et cetera, on how you want your reality to be. And you're working to open your heart. With that Queen of Swords being there, you see how that person's heart is shut off. Their heart is closed, because they're really just trying to protect themselves. And since their heart is closed, they know that they can't really put their all in things. Like they can't truly feel everything that they want to feel. So I do feel like you're working. Oh, wow, yeah. Queen of Cups. You know, you're really working to be honest with yourself, have standards set in place, just have clear standards set in place, clear communication with people, yourself, having a clear mind, et cetera, to just start this brand new beginning, being your authentic self. You know, knowing exactly, having a clear vision, allow for your emotions to channel, you know, channeling your emotions, being compassionate with yourself, et cetera, et cetera. I do feel like you're just like, I give to life exactly what life gives to me type of thing, or I'm giving to life exactly what I want for life to give to me. So it's just like you're trying to, or not trying, I don't like to say trying, you're really working on that balance. You know, you see that infinity sign, just like I put out, I get what I put out type of thing. So you're really focusing on, you know, the thoughts that you're thinking about, and how they're coming down into this physical world. And so I do feel like you're wanting to no longer feel confused on who you are and what it is that you want to build in your life, and you're ready to release just feeling confused. I do feel like you're feeling more, you seeing things clearly. You're seeing things clearly for sure. You're most definitely releasing things that give you anxiety. You're releasing, you know, no longer taking the actions that you genuinely want to take. You're working to release your past. You're working to release things that you feel like you've lost, because you feel like you've gained something in return about yourself. You know, so I do feel like you're working to take more control over your life. You literally have all the queens and kings. There's some knights there, there's some pages there, but I do feel like you can most definitely tap into that king queen energy. And so it's just like, you're like, I'm everything and nothing all the same. I'm going to always be a king slash a queen, but I'm also going to be a student too. You know, there's always going to be things that I can learn to help advance myself. So that's really beautiful for where you're at right now. You're really focusing on your family. You're focusing on the stability of your family. You're focusing on the physical things that your family has. You're focusing on the physical efforts that you can, like, literally do with your family, the people that you love, the people who you want to be included in your own legacy and dynasty. So that's where you're at currently. Let's see what are going to be some possible obstacles for you this month. So thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly, please, what are going to be some possible obstacles for my Leos this month? Some possible obstacles for my Leos. I do feel like you're working on putting more things into this physical world, doing physical efforts, working physically, doing hands-on things when it comes to taking action towards you creating a life that you want. No longer keeping those ideas in your head, but actually putting them into this physical world. So what are going to be some possible obstacles from our Leos this month? Show me clearly. So we have the Devil card, you guys. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is your masculine side, you know, feeling chained to your masculine side. Maybe even having like toxic masculinity, or just being afraid of toxic masculinity for some of y'all, because the Devil card just talks this Capricorn energy. So some of y'all gonna have that in your chart, but it just talks about negative thinking patterns. It talks about depression. It talks about, you know, toxic thinking patterns, being around toxic environments, you know, just feeling chained, feeling powerless, you know, maybe not even expressing your emotions, because the King of Cups is someone who does have a lot of emotions, does have a lot of love, does very compassionate with others, but they're not necessarily compassionate with themselves, you know. So it's just like sometimes they go through tough times alone. Sometimes they're not vocal about their pain. They're not vocal about the things that they want. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is you feeling successful. This is you giving yourself unconditional love. This is you going after the things that you love and the things that you're passionate about unapologetically. But with this Seven of Pentacles, this talks about quality over quantity type of thing. I do feel like since you are so focused on small details, or you're so focused on your foundation, things may not possibly be moving as fast as you would like it to, and that's what's causing a lot of stress for you. So this could be your own growth process, like you just feeling really good about yourself. But a lot of you guys, I do feel like it's the physical things that you have in this world. You're just like, you know, I've been working on these things for so long. I've been working on these goals for so long. You know, when am I actually going to start seeing it in this physical world? When am I going to start seeing it to the amount? The Seven of Pentacles is like, look how grounded those beliefs are. You know, so it's just like, even if something was to happen to this tree, you know, since those roots are so strong, that it can always grow back. But the 7 is close to the 10. So you're really thinking about your goals this month. And you do have a lot of love towards these things. But when it comes to you actually expressing the love that you have, or maybe even feeling really successful, you know, with the things that you've done, that's difficult. It's difficult for you to feel successful. And in fact, you are really, really hard on yourself when it comes to, because you have the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Hermit card. So it's just like, you sometimes retract your energy when you're going through things. You go through things alone, your heartache alone, and then sometimes it's very difficult for you to move past, you know, negative thinking patterns, toxic behavior, thought patterns, or maybe even certain behaviors that don't necessarily serve you, environments, etc., people, etc. You know, so it's just like, these people don't necessarily serve my highest good. This mindset doesn't serve my highest good. These thinking patterns don't serve my highest good. This location doesn't serve my highest good. But it's difficult for me. Yes, it caused me pain, but it's difficult for me to truly, yes, I shouldn't do this or be here or go through this alone. But it's really difficult for me to reach out for help. It's very difficult for me to express that I feel pain. Some of y'all feel weak when you express certain things, like you need assistance, or, you know, you feel bad about the progress that you're making, you know. So it's just like, with this Devil card, it's just, that's actually a really big obstacle this month, you guys, because it's like, sometimes it literally, it's like you're the light side of you feel chained. And so sometimes it can be very, very difficult for you to take action the way that you want to take action, because you're so, I feel like you're so focused on the external. You're so focused on physical things in this world. You're just like, even though I have a lot of love for this thing, even though I do have a pure heart, when it comes to the things that I'm growing in my life, I still don't feel like I'm as successful as I deserve to be. I don't feel like I have exactly what I deserve, type of thing. And so it's like you're attached to certain heartache. It's very difficult for you to reach out to people. It's really difficult for you to be around people. And it's like, when you are alone, it only feeds into thoughts. You know, you don't have anyone to break that story. And even yourself, you don't break the story. So I do feel like it's most definitely difficult. Possible obstacles you'll be having is just taking this leap of faith to truly just trust your intuition, that you can create the world that you truly want. That's going to be your obstacle this month, is just to have faith, and to really focus on the positive thoughts when it comes to creating and the progress, and even the way that your story is unfolding. They're saying loving others is easy when I love myself. So loving yourself actually is going to be an obstacle for you, and loving the things that you are creating, loving yourself enough to put your own creative aspects and creative gifts out there, is going to be an obstacle for you. Just being okay with the way things are progressing, because with the Seven of Pentacles, this tree isn't as like big as it desires, as you would desire it to be, but it's going to grow, and this person's very intentional with that growth. And since you're intentional with those grounded beliefs, you know, it's just like your foundation is what's really, really important. You're making sure you have a strong foundation, whether it's you making sure, you know, you're being your authentic self, making sure you are, you know, healing from subconscious beliefs so that they won't sabotage you later on down the road, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's just like, no, you're not necessarily moving as fast as you would like to. And so it's like, that's what's really, it's causing you to be very, very hard on yourself. But it's like, in reality, it's a quality over quantity type of thing with this. You want to build with the right people. You want to have the right mindset. You want to have the right soul when you are building, you know, because it's just like, if you are moving too fast, it may be like, okay, you built this really fast, but it will come down just as fast. So it's like, really be patient with yourself, and nurture yourself, and make sure you're focusing on the right thoughts. Because it's just like, you know, some people, and you see it. I'm an observer, you guys, but you literally see it. You know, it's like those people got the things, they got their gifts or rewards, or the seeds that they planted really, really fast, but they didn't last that long, because either they sabotaged themselves, they didn't have the right spending habits, you know, they didn't have the right foundational beliefs, you know, and it all came crashing down, and they had to rebuild. Since you're taking so much time on your foundation, making sure you are coming from a healed place, making sure you're building from a healed place, it is tough. It's very tough, but it's like the stuff that you're building will last much longer. So trust and believe that. So let's see what are going to be some possible opportunities for you this month. So show me clearly, please, Spirit, what are going to be some possible opportunities? Sometimes just feeling like you don't have the power to create is what's going to be a possible obstacle. But it's a big obstacle, because that's major arcana. You get real, real tough on yourself. Like, it's painful. It's like the type of, like, with this devil card, it's like, those thoughts get so much, your head hurts. You know, it's like, I feel like I need to throw up. Literally, that's how I'm feeling right now. Ugh. So let's see what are going to be some possible opportunities for you. Oh my gosh, y'all. So possible opportunities, this Chariot card, you guys. So the Chariot card is Cancer energy. So some of y'all can have that in your chart. This talks about moving forward despite your obstacles. So you're going to have an opportunity to literally be like, yes, this is a big ass obstacle. Yes, this is a big ass obstacle, but I have the power to overcome it. This is you being on top of your triumphing, you know, the obstacles that you have, you know. So this is you know, going to the beat of your own drum, you know, having the opportunity to actually reach out to certain people, relationships that you feel like, you know, you've lost, or certain relationships that you are reconnecting with, certain relationships that you feel like, that you wanted to build up on, that you feel like, you know, that certain things as well, certain things, relationships, people, etc., that you did have a lot of love for, that you want to bring balance to. I see some gifts too, you guys, some projects as well, where it's just like, yes, you wanted to, you know, take those cups, you wanted to take those gifts, you wanted to embrace those gifts, but it's like your mind was always elsewhere. What if it goes wrong? You know, what if I do this? What if I sabotage this, etc., etc.? So you are going to have the opportunity to travel. You're going to have an opportunity to feel more powerful than your obstacles. And it's going to be up to you on if you're going to tap into this, if you're going to tap into the light or the dark side of things, you know, to where, because your obstacle is big, but your opportunity is bigger, you know, but it's only if you feed into it. So it's just like, you have to not give in to, you have to not allow for these dark thoughts to overpower the possibilities that you do want for yourself. So I do feel like this is you bringing a balance to your life with this Temperance card here, being patient with yourself. You're going to have an opportunity to be patient with yourself. You're going to have an opportunity to love others as much as you love yourself. So really, however much you love yourself, however much you forgive yourself, etc., etc., is that same energy that's going to be extended to others around you. So let's see what you should prioritize / overall advice. Chariot card talks about fast movement. So it's just like things will be picking up fast in your life. And it's just like, it's all based on just your thought patterns when it comes to, are you going to take this opportunity? Are you going to just let it pass by? Some of y'all is like a creative project. Some of y'all is a gift, something you've always been wanting, maybe even an opportunity. You know, some of y'all is like certain relationships, business opportunities, collaborations, etc., etc. You're going to have an opportunity too. And when you do look at it, it's going to take off fast, but it's just like it will only be as successful as you think for it to be. Your obstacle is literally breaking those chains, breaking those patterns. Some of y'all is legit just thinking patterns when it comes to you using your gifts. You're going to have the opportunity to break those patterns, but you have to be on top of it. You have to be on top of that chariot. You have to believe it's possible for you. So let's see what you should focus on / your overall advice. So thank you so very much, Spirit. What are going to be, these are obstacles, you guys, but it's most definitely possible for you to move forward if you believe you can. This is your opportunity to take actions no matter how hard things may feel. So what should my Leos prioritize / your overall advice? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? The Magician card, your power, your creative abilities, the things that you give. Look at that, baby. Look at that. You see that infinity symbol? I get out what I put in, you know, etc. So really just trusting and believing, because some of y'all do feel stagnant. Some of y'all feel stuck. Some of y'all feel like, you know, things are never going to go right for you. Remember, like, if you've always done things with a pure heart, you know, if you've always done things with integrity, you know, you're gonna get exactly what you put out there. It may not be from the same people, you guys, you know, because I do feel like some of y'all just like, why do I always keep getting hurt? So it's just like, focus on what you give your power to. Focus on what you put out to create, and just know that that will come back to you, whether it's from a particular person or not. So this Hanged Man just talks about changing your perspective about feeling stuck, changing your perspective about not taking actions the way that you want, changing your perspective about you know, not moving fast when it comes to, or not having things right when you want it. You know, changing your perspective about being patient with yourself and loving yourself unconditionally, despite when you're able to truly take actions and when you're not able to truly take actions. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you will always deserve to have this unconditional amount of love. You will always deserve to go after the things that you love. You will always deserve to express your emotions and your feelings. It doesn't matter if you feel like talking. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like talking. It doesn't matter if you feel like taking actions. It doesn't matter if you do feel like taking actions. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't, you know, feel your best, or you do feel like you are your best. You're going to always deserve to love yourself unconditionally, overwhelmingly, and you're going to always deserve to express yourself. So I do feel like this is them, you know, just telling you to focus on your own grounded beliefs when it comes to, what do you believe is right for you? Do you believe you can change? Do you believe you can tap into your power? Do you believe you can create? You know, are you going to give in to these external forces? You feeling confused within yourself? You feeling like people are judging you? Are you going to give into it? Or are you going to give into your happiness? You know, are you going to break these cycles and these patterns? You know, are you going to feel independent within yourself? Are you going to stay in high vibrations? Are you going to travel your emotions? You know, are you going to leave behind versions of you that don't serve you? You know, relationships, skills, etc., that don't serve your highest good? Or are you going to drown in your emotions? It's a choice. The balance, the choice of things are yours. You know, are you going to drown in your emotions? Are you going to be something you're not? Are you going to, you know, not express your authentic self? Are you going to just allow for opportunities to be lost? Are you going to pour out your own opportunities? Are you going to pour out your own opportunities? You know, so are you going to take these gifts that are handed to you? Are you going to be looking elsewhere? Are you going to take these opportunities that's handed for you? Are you going to look elsewhere? Are you going to be in control of the thoughts that you put into this world, the ones that you're going to get back? Are you going to focus on the things that you can control? You know, are you going to focus on the things that you can control to build the life that you truly want? Are you going to start this new beginning? You know, trusting in your intuition, trusting what it is that you authentically want. Or are you going to give up? Are you going to keep your heart closed off? You know, so it's really up to you. They want you to focus on what you give your power to. Are you going to give your power to yourself? Are you going to give your power to your obstacles? So let's see what additional messages they have for you. Additional messages you have for my Leos for this month. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. So much major arcana, you guys, and it comes with, you know, your this is funny. This perfection card is at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna take it too, but you have a lot of major arcana concerning your goals and the idea that you have when it comes to the goals that you want. You're really thinking about your goals right now, but you have a lot of major arcana for everything else that you need to focus on. So we have perfection here, you guys. This talks about your rooted and grounded beliefs. If you're not yet creating what it is that you want to create, it's because you're attached to old ideas that may no longer work in your life. So perfection says this card indicates protection in an inner conflict between wanting to look good and having compassion for others. Remain kind and unattached to an outcome. Being right and letting others know that you are right may not support the understanding that you desire. I have the same high standards for myself as I do for others. Are you being too hard on yourself and consequently on others? Begin to look for what's right and good in your own world and you will see it. Where am I presently focusing? Knowing what's right and telling others about it may not be the best way of being. Alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, deeply desiring love, transformations ahead, uniqueness, friendship, and acceptance. So the meditation for this says, think about the people in your life. Find something good about every person that comes to mind before you release them, no matter who they are or how you feel about them. You will know this meditation has concluded when no more people have come forward. And then we have instincts, you guys. This talks about your actions, you know, the thought patterns you have, the actions you take when it comes to bringing you closer to spiritual magnetism, being more aware of the things that you are doing in your life. So instinct says to step into the light, we let go of all of our senses other than our pure instincts. When unfiltered, it guides us to the high ground and the help of our angels. This is a time to be the protector or to be protected. You will know which role you are in. Instinct, there's a guide inside of us. Your instincts are finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Solitary journey, spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit, following your instincts, guides, and awakening. So let's go ahead and start reading your perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. That's interesting. So let's see, get some additional messages for my Leos for this month. Show me clearly, please, Spirit, additional messages you have for my Leos this month. Alrighty. So we have a new earth at the bottom of the deck. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Keep walking in your path. And then we have, look at that. You've got the love, codependency, and boundaries. You know, so even standing up for yourself, having certain boundaries in place, you still deserve love. You deserve love that's on your terms. So we have karmic relationship, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. I see a lot of y'all is your opportunities are gonna obstacles, solving obstacles with relationships, friendships, business partners, etc., coming to a common ground when it comes to we still help each other grow and be our best selves. So let's just come to a common ground to just appreciate what you taught me and what I taught you, and etc. So let's see. This says the constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many star seeds who are a part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships for Orion's time. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and our mind and see things from another point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode, instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings. Well, we should admit that we have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It is much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, That's the invitation of conflict. It's easier to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. And that's beautiful, you guys, because this is your opportunity. This shit hard. It's difficult, but you can move forward. You can progress. So it says, it's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop the defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Starseed Soul Inquiry. Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow for growth through conflict? So that's very, very interesting. So let's see what additional messages you have for your angels. Like I said, some of y'all is like some sort of relationship with business partners, and some of y'all is like some friends, and some of y'all is people who you wanted to build a legacy with. So let us see here. Additional messages you have for my Leos. Whoa, I'm not taking all down. Additional messages you have for my Leos. Show me clues, please, Spirit. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, it says a happy new move. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the work. This movement will usher in positive new energy. Then we have Archangel Raphael. I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer just like me. And when you are a healer, you have to understand your role as a healer to not take things personally. Yes, you have to have boundaries in place to protect yourself. But it's like when you are a healer, you attract broken people. You yourself are broken, you know, so it's just like you can't heal what's fixed. You heal what's broken. And so understanding that role will help you not take things so personally for yourself, towards yourself, and towards other people around you. Then we have Shanti. I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So that's very beautiful as well. But with that being said, I love y'all so much. I pray that this message resonated for whoever it's supposed to resonate for. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.